Hey and welcome to Alpha 1. In this video I will talk a little about how to run the pocket option robot Alpha Master. It's a binary option robot that do not use martingale, nothing scary, and you can download this robot also. Just use the link you see up here right now. You can download this robot completely for free, or you can just use the link you find below the video. The link below the video also included in it have a promo code, so you get 50% on your first deposit, but need to be more than $100. And also, if you like this type of videos, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any question about what I'm going to tell you about in this video, put it below the video. So, now, always, okay, we are talking about this robot you see there now. I will now remove it. Okay, always, before you start trading, this is for Forex and binary option. You need to go to this site here. Does not need to be this one, but I prefer this one. Here you can sign up completely for free. You can use your Gmail, whatever, and sign up. Then you just push sign up with Google and it's all done. Then every time zone you see here on this site will follow your own time zone. So for example, for me that live in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is GMT -3, okay? But I don't need to calculate or nothing, everything will be automatically. So every time before I'm trading, this is for Forex and binary option, and in this case you're talking about a robot, but it's not different. We go up here, we go to news, we then go to economic calendar. Then what we're looking for is 3-star news. So now, for example, now it's 11. I do not trade when there are any news, okay? 3-star news, I don't trade. So then I see now it's news here. I can't trade now because it's recently have been in news. Because yes, we see now that you have a little time in between and then come on one more news here. So me basically, only in 2 hours I would start using the robot. I will not trade under any circumstances, I will trade under news. So that's step number 1, okay? So, because the market moves very hard when come news. You can have a movement from bottom here and all the way to top here when it's a news. And you break through all this support resistance easily. And when you do that, on a 1-minute chart, then you really will have movements that will be out of control. By the way, as you can see here now, I did this trade before today. All these type of trades I share in my Telegram channel. You find the link below the video. I share all my manual trades for Forex. So if you have any interest about that, check out the link below the video for that also. But by the way, always check the news. Super important. Another thing, you should make yourself some type of rules. Yes, typically I start a robot, I go away, and I can see I get some losses and I get some more wins. But if you get super unlucky, you can get more losses in the start and you just give up, okay? So one thing you could do, make yourself a rule that when you get a certain amount of losses, you stop. And when you get wins, take it to a specific level. Take a target. I want to make $100. You see me in the videos, I typically stop around $100. That's what I have always done. But put up some rules, because there will sometimes in the market. Let's see if we can find something. Let's see here, for example. This is a 1-hour chart, right? And you see you are, and this is not trending so hard. I think if we can go to dollar against Japanese yen is one that is typically trending a little more. Let's take it to the 1 daily chart. Let's zoom out. Let's remove this one here. We don't need this. Let's move that up like this. So you can see, for example, let's take back here, for example, right? This is every bar you see here is 1 day. But you see this market here now. When the market is moving like this, that is a typical time when support resistance is not so valuable more. And if we then look at this RSI that now is in the top, you can see from this region here, basically the RSI was super high all the way up to 86 over all this period of time over here, right? So that means As our binary option robot is using one of the indicators, I'm not going to tell you everything, but one of the indicators is about RSI, and also he is looking at support resistance, okay? So then when you have something like this that is breaking through every support resistance like it's butter, then yes, there will be days that it's maybe not so good to run robot. I have been lucky. I have been running now the Alpha Master now for 1 week, but I have seen there are some people that say they have lost. But I also, in the days I run, I did see, for example, I did run for 1 hour. I did see I was a little in minus. Then I did let it run for 1 more hour, and then I was in plus. So it's like this. Of course, nothing is 100%. The thing is, you need to look over the overall picture, and you will see the robot will make money overall. But of course, at specific times, if I'm super unlucky and I start the robot in the wrong times, and of course you never know this, of course not. That's why you should probably put yourself some rules. Like for example, if you lose 3 trades in a row, stop for the day, try it again the next day, because then maybe the market have come back to normal again. Instead of maybe just grind on and like I have done, I have turned a profit, but maybe I would not do that, because as I lost the first hour, probably I could have lost the next hour also, right? So the thing is, some days it's better just to stop. Don't you waste all your balance on a day that market is terrible. Like for manual trading also, I put this into my manual trading. When I trade Forex, I typically only do it like 3-4 pairs a day. That's it. If I start to see too much, I can't trade it. I stick to like 3-4 trades a day. The same I do with binary options, a little different. I have a very unique way of trading there. I have shared it on one video, is just recently, and I will come with one more pretty soon now, where I explain my way of trading binary option. Basically, I can turn $10 to $1,000, risking only $10. It's a very unique way of trading that you will see that I think you will love it if you see this strategy I have for manual trading for binary option. It's I have not seen anyone trade exactly the way I trade on YouTube. Most they are following a specific indicator and things is rubbish, I'll say. The robot is working different because we are using 3 different type of indicators, so it's giving very decent trades, but it's not as good as my manual trading. I can't duplicate the way of trading I do with manual trading now with the robot, sadly. So if you want to have a even better strategy, you need to trade manually. I will teach that later. But for now, about the rules, yes, put yourself some rules. Even if sometimes you need to force yourself, put them on a piece of paper, check investing.com, 3 losses, stop for example. Put this stuff, because it's not about the robot. Robot can easily fix itself, and we are not using martingale. So you only lose this one trade, one trade, one trade, one trade. But if the market is not good that day, maybe it's better just to stop and take the next day and then turn good profit the next day. Or at least maybe next day you get back what you lost another day. But over the week time you're making money. So, so sorry for that. So all these things matters when you're using the robot. Sadly, there are not many things that you can turn on and forget about. And this is not one of the things either. This binary option, yes, is super safe because we are not using martingale more. Martingale is something that can be good if you have a big amount, like I had a big amount, but I did change my robot to not use martingale more because I see my users does not have the same type of capital like me, so I did not feel it was fair. I show my success with my robot when people can't duplicate it. So I was thinking, how can I make the robot available for even for people that have small amounts? And then I did figure out, yes, I need to have a binary option robot that do not use martingale. So that's why I came up with this new robot now, so you are able to duplicate my success. But like I said, I understand that there are different time of the day. Some days can be good, so maybe when I running can be good. Maybe I have been lucky that the times I have gone in, but overall you need to choose to put up some rules for yourself. But like I said, the risk is minimum because it's not using martingale. You can choose how many pairs you want to run each time, so you're not getting any surprises, and the robot do take beautiful trades. But like I said, if you start to see in a market like this where you do have a much trend upwards, like you see here for dollar against Japanese yen, you see you have a big trend up. In these times, he will break any support resistance. He will be high in the RSI. He don't care about that. Typically, the reason RSI, these indicators work, is because there are so many people following it. So when you come to like 80, it's not often you come up in 80, but when you come up to these levels, then the robot will take the trade, and the manual people will also do. So if you take now to 1 minute here now, let's take a look here now. Then you can think, for example, you see, for example, with dollar against Japanese yen, we typically will not get sell trades. If you have 80, you see here now, not one time have we been as high as 80, so you don't get sell trades. So what you can do, for example, you can edit. You can choose not only to trade USD JPY, for example, if you want to do that. You don't need to trade every single pair. And then you can specify, you can make many robots and specify them for each pair. That is one thing you can do also. So here, for example, you can go here to the RSI here, and you can start to look where is this perfect sweet spot for RSI top level, and then you have the sweet spot for the buy trade, and you can make that specific for this pair. And if you see there are other pairs that are equal, then you can add them to this robot, and you can make, maybe you can have many robots then running for different type of pairs. That's one thing also you can do to get the robots to run better for you. So like for now we have one settings for all. The two other indicators that come with the robot, you don't need to do anything with. This is only the RSI you can do to get little better advantage for the robot. So that's also something you can think about editing after you get the settings and everything from me. Just change and make maybe a few robots that can run with a different type of RSI settings. Because like I said here, you see you will not get one sell trade because of dollar USD. You don't see it, never up in 80. You can see in all this time, not once we are up in 80. You see, never. But you are very often below 20. You see, here you even are down to 15. So you see, for example, here, if you've done this 15, you see you got a little spike in the market after, and you would have won this trade, because this is on the 1 minute. So pay attention to the details. I really wish that you will have a super good success, and tell me if this video was any helpful for you, and if you want me to go in more details about ways you can fix up your trading. Because what I also did see when I give signals, some people lose money on my signals and some win on my same signal. So people are taking the exact same trades, and some are losing one, some are winning. And if you want me to explain that, I can explain that in another video, how to take signals correctly if you want to take my Forex signals. So with that, have an amazing day, and I hope you will have super success with my Alpha Master Binary Option robot.